Greetings, students. So for the moment, the one homework question I'm addressing here is the problem, I believe, in calculating gain or loss on retirement of a bond. Recall that the original price of the bond is based on the effective yield, which may be different than the face value. And this results in what we call the carrying value of the bond. And if you get a discount or a premium, you amortize either way that amount over the life of the bond, such that at such a certain point in time, the carrying value changes as it goes along until the actual maturity date of the bond. So if you're going to retire the bond sooner than that, what you really have to figure out is what is the carrying value at the time of retirement, and then compare that to what they're going to have to pay at the date of retirement, which will be based on new effective yields, new interest rates. So again, what's going to happen is you'll have an original price or an original carrying value. At the date of retirement, you've got to bring that forward to come up with whatever that is, and then you compare it to what it's going to cost you to retire it, and that's going to be based on the cost to retirement. It's going to be based on the new effective yield at the date of retirement. So you're going to reprice the bond on the bond market based on the bond's then terms, which would be how many years left, how many payments left, what's the face value, what's the effective yield. You'll get a new price on the secondary market, so to speak, of what the bond would sell for, and that's what the company would have to pay to retire the bond. I think in a shortcut method, what you could probably do is you could probably just calculate the carrying value at the date of retirement by doing two steps. One, what's the price at the date of retirement, based on the original effective yield and all the other terms. That should give you what it would have amortized to. That's, in theory, that's what it should happen. And then the second thing you would do is figure out the price based on a new effective yield at the date of retirement. So that's the shortcut method, which I think should also work. Long and the short of it is the following, which is that if the carrying value is X and the cost to retire is Y, it's getting to sound like physics, right? Man, it's getting really exciting. All right. So if the cost to retire, which is Y, is greater than X, it means that the company is going to get a loss because it's going to cost them more to retire the bond. Whereas if Y is less than the carrying value, that's going to yield a gain because they're getting rid of a larger liability than the actual cost to retire it. Okay, I hope that helps. It's a fairly lengthy amount of calculations, but with the new spreadsheet that we sent out just a few minutes ago, hopefully that'll help.